can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them. Outside, Williams. Rebounded by Evans.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Williams. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Harper. He's got 5. Outside, Williams. They set the pick. Looking to end this cold spell. Kept alive. Pass to Harper. Goes back up. Again, the miss by Williams.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Welcome, everyone, to a great... Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, there's the Knights. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, I think for the Knights, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Williams. Howard is out there with Harper. And it's Bailey in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Knights, And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Goes up off the inbound. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Here's Coleman. 12 points his last outing. That shot wide open.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Coleman. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Williams. Last time out he had 14 points. Poked loose. Pass to Hall. Over Williams. Hall, that's good.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Outside Williams. Howard with it. Now here's Harper. No good on the three. Hall passes to Coleman. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Last game for the Knights, they picked up the W against the Huskies. Now here's Williams. He's defended by Noel. Williams passes to Howard. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Williams can't hit. The Knights have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Pass to Hall. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Williams looking over the floor. Over to the wing. Screened by Howard. Here's Harper. Rebounded by Coleman.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on that.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month?
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Review some numbers for Williams. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
Here's Noel. Still scoreless.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Now, here's Harper. Here's Bailey. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Howard. Now Williams. And here's Harper from the arc. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And that one drops. Hall's got his second bucket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williams double team. The kick out to Harper. Three-pointer. No good on the shot.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Hall. Started by Howard.
Away team foul.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when the ruling on the floor is confirmed. Fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Noel. Offline from the high post.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
The Knights on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. To the paint. Here's Hall. Goes back up. Goes up again. And it's denied.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's blocked.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Hendricks. Still yet to score. Clock at 6. Pass to Hall. From deep, and it's sent back by Howard. Here is Harper. 1:14 left in the first. Outside Williams. Howard setting the pick for Williams. To the inside. Fast break. Here they come. Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Hall's got his 3rd basket of the night. Williams with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Howard setting the pick for Williams. And there's the drive. And the slam by Williams.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option. Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Now Harper. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knights. They're up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.